Hello everyone, Man of Interest here for another episode of This Week in Keyboards. On This Week in Keyboards, we have two things that happen mostly. Keyset related things and non-keyset related things. So let's start with the non-keyset related notes for this week. Let's start off with Sentraq. This week you can find their S60x DIY kit on Massdrop. It's a decently priced 60% kit. You get a QMK compatible PCB with LED backlighting, switches, die-sewed PPT keycaps, stabilizers, and a case. Although let's hope the stabilizers aren't the same ones I got on my Redscarf 78. I'm not the biggest fan of floating keys aesthetic, but if this looks like it'd float your boat, I'd say it's worth at least checking out. Sentraq is more than just the S60X though. He has recently teased the S65 and S75 keyboards. Though we're following the same floating key aesthetic as the X60, the S65 is a standard 65% layout, while the S75 is actually the S65 but with two function rows on the left side, just like the Redscarf 78. I was a bit confused at first because the ideal default of when you have a 75% keyboard is the KBD 75, that kind of layout. But if you haven't gotten to a 65% hype yet because you wanted a floating key style board, then the S65 might be the choice for you when it comes out, or if you missed out on the Redscarf 78 or don't like how it looks because of the high profile case, then maybe the S75 when it comes out in the near future. Moving on, and I'm surprised this post got originally 0 comments, but Kinesis has teased on Twitter that they're working on a GUI for making reprogramming Advantage 2 easy. I think this is a pretty good move by them. More programmability may make it seem another viable Ergodox alternative. Too bad the function keys on the Advantage are still trash though. One of those handsome men in the keyboard community, Rama, has just teased the sexy little thing that is the M36B. And better yet, it'll be coming out this year. You can consider me hyped, because for me, when I use small form factor boards, I still need at least 12 keys in the home row, and this works perfectly being a 3x12 layout. I can't believe I missed this when it was first posted, but the Xen 65 has had some more teaser shots. And actually, I love the huge bezel on this keyboard, I won't lie. And look at that list of collaborators: Originative, Rama, TGR, and Ascenic. This is a keyboard that I love the look of. Count me in, guys. I am pretty hyped, even though I have more than enough keyboards coming my way. One of my favorite artisan makers, Keyclack, has come and passed with their Furt Reborn raffle. And man, those are some beautiful keycaps. That encapsulation. And I'll be honest and say, I don't care when most artisan makers have a raffle, but Keyclack, they're a name I pay attention to. Kailh, while it's not the most popular name with enthusiast switches, nor do they have a great track record of making switches, they've just teased a new switch they're working on. It's MX compatible and it's a bit more box shaped. The inner construction is different because it has a dust cover on the leaf as well as a drainage hole in the bottom of the switch. There's also a second spring that creates a clicky sound. If they can get it nice and smooth, I think it'd be interesting when it comes to the market, even though this is the kind of switch that looks like it'd be more for industrial uses and factories and whatnot, where it can get dirty and grimy and possibly wet. But I guess, they're trying different things. Like I said, they don't have the best history of making good switches, but let's see if they can change that. Now let's transition to our keyset related notes. Keyclack, they've done it again, and they are here with another GMK group buy. This time it's for the classic Soware set, and everyone loves their GMK. Although, to be honest, this must have been a tough choice to run considering how poorly SA Chronicler turned out, and SA Chronicler was basically, a SA version of Soware. And I'll admit, the original Soware caps do look pretty nice, so let's hope GMK can do the colors better than SP, even though SP has done a DSA Soware. Odd. But Keyclack also has something else under their sleeve. Coming on and continuing on with the SA hype, they are going to have SA Strong Spirit, a set designed by Kinesis, which will be starting its group buy on Keyclack in February. So if you're down for something like that, it's kind of like Commando with an alternate color scheme, keep your eyes out. On Wednesday, Pimp My Keyboard sold grab bags for about 2 minutes before running out. What's everyone do with so many trash keycaps? Who knows, but people keep buying them. I guess that's one way to recycle bad keycaps. I guess in the future we're going to be seeing a lot of unicorn vomit boards. DSA Lightcycle is back. Evangs of the Van Keyboards has announced the group buy for DSA Lightcycle will begin March 1st. And I know quite a few people have wanting to see the set, so it'll be exciting to see the set come to fruition. Best of luck to Evangs. Although I hope you are planning to include more compatibility sets in the future. That's pretty bare bones looking sets. The Key Company, aka the folks who are currently running GMK Terminal, are also running GMK Ergodox kits to bring GMK support to existing GMK sets. They include colors for Sky Dolce, Terminal, Charred Orange, Hydro, and Pyro, so if you want to bring proper Ergodox support to one of your beloved GMK sets, you should check this out. This is probably one of the best ways to help throw an existing GMK set on an Ergodox. On Massdrop, Mito, in collaboration with Massdrop, had released the group buy for his Kinesis XDA set. XDA, for those who may not be familiar, is a profile similar but different from DSA. They are made in China, unlike DSA keycaps who are made in the US. And these are going to be some dye-subbed PBT keycaps. It looks pretty neutral and has a decently nice look to it, but the choices for the kits seem kind of odd. It makes it so if you, depending on your layout, you might need to buy another kit just to have 3 or 4 more keycaps to complete your layout. The prices are also higher than the XDA set that Keyclack ran, but I assume that's because Massdrop wants to have higher margins than JChan did. That's all the news for this week. I'll be at the Northern California Mechanical Keyboard Meetup at WASD Keyboards over in Fremont this weekend, tomorrow actually, and if you're in the area, I hope to see you there. I'll be there with my camera, taking photos and videos of the event. I'm also planning to have a Top Clack episode there with my co-host, Quakums. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll see you next week.